I mean, our core work over the years has really been, psychophysiology, but especially how the heart and brain communicate, and our focus has been more on how the heart communicates back to the brain, or really to the brain, and how the activity of the heart, or the quality of the neural signals, we'll say, affect brain function, which is quite surprising, all the ways that the activity of the heart does affect our brain and our perceptions of the world. What I'm about to tell you is not new, but it's surprising to most people, even physicians and neuroscientists, and that is that the heart sends more neural signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. And that's been known since the late 1800s. This is basic anatomy, and it's just been forgotten and kind of rediscovered more recently, or uncovering what was already known. The magnetic field penetrates quite easily through human tissues, so the magnetic field generated by the heart extends external to the body, and is measured with devices called magnetometers. And with today's magnetometers, you lose the ability to detect the magnetic field produced by the heart about 3 feet outside of the body. Now, with the same instrument, just to give some relative measurements here, that's the same settings, you lose the ability to detect a brainwave about 1 inch away. So inch, 3 feet, just to kind of give you the perspective there. So from an energetic perspective, it's very clear that the heart is the big player in our physiology and psychophysiology. So every cell in our body is bathed with, or feels that magnetic field, as do other people around us. Basically, these are experiments to show that physiology will react in a way before a future unknown event is presented to them. Okay? And this has been confirmed independently in multiple labs now, but the surprise came when, with hindsight, it probably shouldn't have been, but the heart was the first to respond. So the heart responds first, then sends a measurably different neurological signal to the brain, which gets directly up very quickly to the frontal cortex. And then you have a body response, right? And then the body response changes in skin conductance and so on. The gut feeling, right? When you feel it, or the hair on the back of the neck. And if you're paying attention, then it becomes a conscious, felt experience. But the real flow of information was heart, brain, body. And we also found in those series of experiments that if people get themselves into what we call a coherent state, a heart coherent state, it's increasing our access to our intuitive capacities by even just sitting in a coherent state for a few minutes. So anyway, we're finding that people really are synchronizing globally, which is amazing, because we like to talk about, well, on some level we're all connected. I hear that all the time. So what these studies are showing is, yeah, we really are. And this is the level we're connected at. And through these resonances, there really is what you can think of, I'll suggest here, as a global information field. So I'm really suggesting that intuition really is the flow of information from our larger self, down into our mind-brain system. And as we align with that, that is how we unfold who we really are at that deeper level.